All right, guys, let's go ahead and start drawing our 1-point perspective name. So our name is gonna go around like this. And if you have a long name, you might wanna pick a shorter name, maybe your nickname, maybe your last name. So I'm gonna do Perez, my last name, and it's gonna curve like this. We're gonna pick a spot here at the bottom or our point, our vanishing point. So first thing we're gonna do is draw a dot right there. Then I'm going to lightly write my name kind of going in an arch. So just lightly make sure you spread them apart as much as you can. P-E-R-E-Z. So next from here, we're going to be drawing block letters. So how you do the block letters is you're going to go around each letter like this, making sure that the edges are kind of like a corner. So you're gonna go down, follow each letter just like that. If you have an O in your name, it's just gonna be like it's gonna look like a 0 basically. So you do this and turn it. So you pretty much have to just make sure that your letters look blocky. And then I'm gonna fix my Z. So I only have like 5 letters in my name and it's taking up the whole space. So you may need to just do a few letters depending on how long your name is. Okay, so there's my name. Now what we're gonna do, if you have the inside like P or an R, you need to, don't forget to do this inside as well, because it's not gonna look like a block letter. There we go. So now we're going to erase the line that we first drew. So most of your pencils probably don't have erasers, so you need to make sure that you come up and get an eraser. So you are erasing the inside line that we first did. So now it's starting to look just like a block letter. So we're gonna erase that. Almost done. And you guys can pause the video if you are not done erasing or just need some more time. So here is my block letters of my name. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this point right here, this vanishing point, to each corner of the letters. So here's a corner, 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 and you're just gonna try to do your best to line it up. So you're gonna take your ruler, you can take your pencil, line it up with that corner and that dot. You're gonna draw a line, okay? Then you're going to go to this corner, line up the corner with the vanishing point, make a line. Then you're gonna do it to this corner, there. So now it's starting to look like the letter is kind of coming out, right? It's like looking almost like it's popping out. So then we're gonna do the same with this corner from the E. Go down to there, this corner, and then that corner. And it should start looking like that, okay? So with this one, obviously it's going to cut into this E right here. So we're just gonna pretend that it goes to it, but we're not gonna go through the letter and through here. We're just gonna go to that letter that's right there. So you see how that R goes into the E? I'm not gonna go over the E and over these lines. I'm just gonna go to the E and stop. So then I'm gonna go to this corner from the R, go to the vanishing point. Now I need to go to the other corner right here. And then I need to do this go. So you should start seeing the letters kind of pop out from here. So now I'm gonna do this E. And it starts getting real tricky because the lines start coming together really closely. So you kind of have to be careful with that. And then I'm gonna do the Z. And this last part right there. Oh, I think I can do this little corner. There we go. So here are my letters. Okay, they're kind of popping out. Maybe I need to do one with this E, the top of this E too. But it's gonna run into the R, so I'm gonna go and stop. You still have to make sure that it's lined up to that vanishing point though, to make it look like it's still coming out. Okay, same with this part. And then up here. I think that's pretty much it. All right, so from here, I'm gonna take my Sharpie, my black Sharpie, and trace each letter. You might not have a black Sharpie, but you might have a black marker. So if you have a black marker or a Sharpie, go ahead and trace your letters, just so that it stands out a little bit more. And even if you don't have a black Sharpie or a black marker, that's okay. It'll still look fine without it. This is just like a little extra step. So remember, you can always pause the video so that way you can catch up, and then you can always fast forward it if you already finished this step. One more letter, I got the Z. Okay, there we go. So from here, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use colored pencils, or if you have crayons, you can use crayons. And what we wanna do is we wanna pick a color. Well, if I can get this open. So we wanna pick a color for each letter. So I'm gonna pick this red one, and I'm going to, at this corner right here where the P is kind of popping out from the vanishing point, I'm gonna go really, really dark. And then, so we're gonna go through values. So it goes from dark to light, or you can go from light to dark. I kind of wanna do dark, and then it gets lighter. Or you can do it the other way around too. Doesn't matter. So, I'm gonna come here in the corner, push really hard. If you have a color, you can also use this with colors as well. You cannot do this with a marker though, because marker is just kind of one value. So you want to push really, really hard. Look at how hard I'm pushing. It looks so nice and beautiful. And then what you want to do is get lighter as you go. If you get too light, it's better than going too dark too fast, because you can always go on top of the light shade and then go a little bit darker. So here in the middle, I can kind of go back and add some more value to it. But if I would have done it so dark, then I can't go back and erase that. So there we go. So do you see how this side is the bottom of the P? So I'm gonna do that same thing to that little section. So here, go up, kind of get darker, and then medium, and then light. And then this is a little bit more medium, okay? So you want to do a different color for each letter just so that it stands out. So now I'm going to do this light blue for this one. So the same thing. So dark, and you also want to go in the same direction. You don't want to go like this way and then this way. It's not going to look realistic, like it's kind of popping out. It's going to just look really messy. So now I'm probably going to start going medium. And then lighter. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward the next letters. I think you pretty much got it down. So dark, medium, light for each letter. For the side, the bottom, whatever you see. Each letter is a new color. Cool? Alright guys, from here, if you have markers or if you have crayons, you can still color this with crayons. You can either color it dark or light, but if you have markers, you can also use the side of the marker to color this nicely. So the side allows you to get to cover up more space faster. If you do it like this, it's just like a thin line. So I like to turn it to the side, and it also looks a lot nicer and cleaner.